Okay, so hello everyone. I hope so that the screen is visible to everyone. Okay. Uh, so screen is visible. So I mean the PPT is visible to everybody. Everybody. May I know the PPT is visible to you? Please give consent that whether PPT is visible to you or not. I mean PPT.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's visible. Okay. Okay. So, so today we'll be just having an introductory session. Okay, I mean just an introductory lecture of today. I will just give a brief introduction to syllabus and everything and general information related to the solid waste management. Okay, we'll not go deep into the syllabus today. As you all know that your ISC one has been scheduled from 13th to 15th of October, and when this paper will happen, that is actually not confirmed till now. So so what we will be doing now, we will be trying to finish at least one unit of this course. Okay, so the only one unit will finish, and that unit will be exactly the syllabus for the coming IS. It is the ISC one. Okay, so today we'll have the introductory lecture. So actually, I am giving lecture. It's a 3 or 4 months gap. So after 3 or 4 months gap, I'm giving a lecture. So let's start, and I hope that this it's the first time that I'm going to teach all you. Okay, because previously I haven't taught any subject. I might have been in the practical or somewhere other, but I have not engaged in the lecture for you all. Okay, so this is the first time I will be engaging the lecture for you all. Okay, so just let's start. So these are the contents. Means I will be dealing with this contents in this presentation. Okay, first of all, I will be succinctly overview of the syllabus. Means briefly, I will explain you that what exactly the syllabus is. Okay, so I will give you details of the syllabus. Then the course description. So exactly what is the description of the course that I will be dealing over here. There is a scheme of course, paper pattern of ISC, course objectives, course of outcomes. Okay, succinct overview of topics, whatever the topics are there in the syllabus. General information means what why solid waste management is required, what is solid waste management. So that is the general information and the references you need to follow. Okay, so that thing I will be dealing today in this class. And you all know that looking at this contents, it will make you explicitly clear that today we will be only dealing with the introduction. Introduction. What is the introduction of the syllabus? So that we will be dealing with this today. We will be dealing today. So succinct overview syllabus, as you all know that your syllabus means not only syllabus, every syllabus wherever you whatever you study. Okay, so it basically actually deals with it basically comprises of 5 units. Okay, so it basically comprises of 5 units. Okay, so syllabus. So one is the basics. Okay, so this is the basics. Okay, unit one. So unit one, whatever you need to take. Okay, so first unit is a basic introduction of that particular topic. Okay, so this is the unit one. Then unit two will be dealing with the sampling, recycling, and recovery. Okay, so what type of sampling should be done? What type of recycling, recovery? So these terms you might have heard in your previous classes wherever you might have studied environmental studies also. Okay, so in environmental studies you might have studied what is recycling, what is recovery. Okay, so there are 3 R's that you might all be familiar about it. Okay, for example, reuse, recycle, and recovery. Okay, so this type of thing, that is the unit 2, will be dealing with that. Okay, so this is actually the succinct overview of syllabus. Means it is a brief overview of syllabus that we are seeing it today. Okay, then third is the sorting. Then once we finish the basics, what is the basics means what basics will generally encompass about what are the solid waste, what type of solid waste are there, which from where it is generated. Okay, how much it is generated. Okay, so basic composition of solid waste. So that will be dealing with that aspect will be dealt in unit number one. Okay, In unit number two, sampling. So how the solid waste need to be sampled, how the solid, which type of solid waste need to be recycled, which type of solid waste has to be recovered and used. Okay, so that thing will be dealt in unit number two, right? And then next is unit number three. Unit number three will be dealing with the sorting, storage, and collection of waste. So everything, whatever the procedures and whatever things are related to the solid waste, okay, the procedures, technical aspects, everything, okay. So those technical aspects will be dealt in unit number three. That how the solid waste had to be sorted, okay. For example, sorted means what? Generally nowadays, what do you see that you have to segregate the waste, you have to sort the waste at source. Okay, so that what are the process? What are the exact process that you need to follow? So that sorting will be studied. Then how the solid waste should be stored, whether it should be at source or any processing center. So how it should be stored. So that thing will be dealt in unit number three. And how the waste has to be collected. Okay, so how this waste has to be collected. So that thing, and what are the processes? What are the what transportation routes that collection of waste should follow. So that thing will be dealt in unit number three. Okay, in unit number four will solely based on. Please mute your mic. So unit number four will be solely dealt with the transportation of waste. Okay, once so do you see do you see one thing that every unit is correlated. Okay, so unit one is basic. So you if you don't know the basics, then you will not understand how sampling is done. Okay, what sort of sampling should be done. Okay, then after that, sorting. So sorting, storage, and collection, and then transportation. So how the waste has to be transported from your source, from where you generate, to the landfills. Okay, transportation, treatment, and hazardous waste. Okay, so transportation, treatment. So treatment of waste. So after transportation, you will treat the waste and then dispose it. Okay, and then the hazardous waste is there. Okay, so introduction of hazardous waste also will be done in unit number four. And unit number five will be dealing with the hazardous waste treatment, some special waste, and some legislation aspects. Okay, so every unit starting from unit number one to unit number five. Okay, so everything is correlated with each other. Okay, so we will be moving in a sequential way. Okay, we will not do like that. We will first of all go to unit number five or go to unit number four. We will go in a sequential way. So we'll start with the unit one, then with the unit two, unit three. So in a sequential way, we will start the syllabus. Okay. The next is about the course description. Okay, so this is the course description. So whenever you see the syllabus, okay, the first part, whatever we deal, the first part that is been mentioned in the syllabus, okay, that is called as the course description. So what is exactly this course is? So that brief description is given over here. Okay, now see, so everything you might have heard this statement very often whenever you might be whenever you are in school or in colleges, okay, and this tagline you have already been you already been often you often see that is the cleanliness is considered to be to be a step towards godliness. Okay, now we can say cleanliness is next to godliness. Okay, so it is actually a proverb. Okay, it's a proverb. So wherever you see, so the way, the more this surrounding, okay, is clean, okay, then it looks pleasant. Okay, so hygiene and sanitation are the indices of standards of living. Okay, as we see that from 2014, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, he started one campaign that is called as the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. Okay, so Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, why it was started? So Swachh Bharat Abhiyan was started because we have to give the predominance to hygiene and sanitation. Okay, so the hygiene and sanitation was given the most predominance, and these hygiene and sanitation will decide the standards of living. Okay, so if you just compare the standards of living of the countries, like for example USA, okay, so their hygiene and standards are quite different, and their definition of standards of living are different in comparison to India. Okay, so this is the case. Okay, so hygiene and sanitation are the indices of standards of living. Okay, so these are the two important parameters that we need to consider, and that's why this course has been provided to you, because so just to make an awareness amongst you, and you also create an awareness that cleanliness is an important parameter, and hygiene and sanitation, they are actually the indices of standards of living. Okay, now see, India has a history of higher standards of cleanliness. Okay, we have, if you just go through the history, so India is actually has a higher standard of cleanliness. Okay, means what? That cleanliness was given utmost priority if you go through the history. If you look at the Mughal times, if you look at the time when Shivaji Maharaj was at the time of Shivaji Maharaj, or any of the time any of the time you see, okay. So the cleanliness was actually given the utmost priority at that time. Okay, so which is evident from so many references. Okay, so for example, that is the Arthashastra of Kautilya. So Arthashastra of Kautilya, if you just go through this, you will find some sources where it will be dealing with the standards of cleanliness. Okay, if you go through the history, if you just go through the history books, if you just go through Mohenjo-daro and Harappa civilization, okay, so if you just go through the books and go through the history, you will just find that what is the actual importance or what is the actual significance of cleanliness. So that you will be finding in many of the historical references. Okay, then however modern India is poor in terms of organized cleanliness mechanism. Now, if we look at the present scenario, okay, that is we are living in modern India. Okay, we are not in the medieval period. We are not in the ancient period. Okay, we are living in the modern India, and modern India is very poor in terms of organized cleanliness mechanism. Okay, so we are actually lagging with the cleanliness mechanism. Okay, if now for example, if you go to the stations, if you go to the bus stands, okay, so the surrounding actually emanates very foul smell from there. Okay, why? Because we are lacking the cleanliness mechanism over there. So that has to be augmented over there. Okay, so we need to go through this, and modern India is very poor in terms of the organized cleanliness mechanism. Okay, so the authorities have recognized the need of cleanliness programs and have embarked with so many initiatives, including Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. So that I was saying that there were many of the programs that have been dealt to, by the authorities. Okay, they have taken the initiative from 2014, the advent of the NDA government. Okay, they have promulgated this Swachh Bharat Abhiyan as one of the maiden initiative to just clean India. Okay, so that is a maiden initiative to clean the urban areas and the rural areas. Okay, this Swachh Bharat Abhiyan was was given the priority. Okay, then next time, then after that, now you might have heard about that Swachh Sarvekshan Abhiyan. Okay, Swachh Sarvekshan Abhiyan. In that what we do, we rank the states, we rank the cities, we rank the rural areas based on the cleanliness factor. Okay, so various factors are considered. Okay, and on the basis of that, the cities are ranked. Now, the homework for you all is that what is you can just tell me that if you know that what is the rank of Jalgaon city in Swachh Sarvekshan Abhiyan. I think so it is around 60 or something. Just confirm it, okay? I know 60 around something that ranked Jalgaon is ranked 60th in the Swachh Sarvekshan Abhiyan in terms of cities, okay? So this is the initiatives that have been taken by the authorities, higher authorities, government, local bodies, urban bodies, okay? The next is the present syllabus includes the importance and scope of the solid waste management. Okay, so the present syllabus that will be dealing over here, it will be dealing with the solid waste management, how the methods should be, what are the collection methods of solid waste, the laws, legislation, transportation, methods of recycling, and final disposal. Okay, so if you just go to, if you just look the in retrospection. Okay, so what you will see, solid waste collection. Okay, so this is the first thing that we should do wherever. Now, for example, whenever you generate waste. Okay, for example, you are sitting in a room. Okay, if you are sitting in a room, so for example, whatever waste, whatever thing you eat, whatever thing you do, whatever you write, okay, you throw everything over there. So that is the waste exactly. So once you throw the waste, so you have to correct it. Okay, so you have to correct it in a proper way. Then what are the laws that are needed to just collect the waste? Okay, or then transportation of solid waste, then recycling, and then final disposal. Okay, so all these things starting from here to here. Okay, so this is actually the basic. This actually will, if we integrate all these points, whatever is written in this two, between these two brackets. Okay, if we integrate all these things, then that is called as an effective solid waste management. That is called as a solid waste management. Okay, so these the points, the points or the sentences that are enclosed within these two brackets, so these, if we integrate all these things, then that is actually called as a solid waste management. Whether it is not only municipal solid waste management, it can be a hazardous solid waste management, a biomedical solid waste management. So any solid waste are there, whether it is a construction demolition waste, e-waste, any of the waste. So they has to encompass all these things, and when we integrate all these things, then it is called a solid waste management. Okay. So emphasis is given on municipal solid waste management as well as, because now in the present syllabus we will be giving major emphasis, okay, the major importance to the municipal solid waste management and the hazardous solid waste management. Okay, so we will be dealing with only two types of waste. Okay, municipal solid waste management and the hazardous solid waste management also will be dealing with this. Okay, municipal solid waste management will give more prevalence to the hazardous solid waste management. Okay, so you might all be aware of the course scheme. Okay, course scheme, you might all be aware about this. Okay, so this course is actually an open elective course. Okay, Wait, wait for a second, please. Okay, okay. Wait for a second. Is something wrong? Okay. So the BB is visible to everyone. Okay. So okay. So this is the open elective course 3. Okay. So it's open elective course 3. So it will consist of 3 lectures per week. Okay. So 3 lectures per week should be there over there. Okay. 40 marks ISE and 60 marks ESE. Total will be 100 marks and three credits will be there for this subject. Okay. So this thing you might all be aware about this. Okay. And lecture scheme is that 3 hours per week. 14 number of weeks is available there in the whole semester. Total number of hours is 42, and 3 semester credits will be awarded to you in this. Okay. So this is actually the case of what this is actually the course scheme or the lecture scheme or the open elective course, whatever the course scheme is there. So every course, whatever you study, okay, it has a it has a pertinent scheme over there, okay, and that scheme has been dealt over here. The same scheme is there for this subject also. The ISE will be of 40 marks, okay. ISE will be of 40 marks, and PSE will be of 60 marks, okay. So this you all know about it, okay. Next, paper pattern of ISE. I think so. This might be all very clear to you. Okay, this thing is also clear to everyone. Okay, so it comprises of 2 sections. So wherever you go, we give actually 3 ISEs we give. Okay, so best of 2 is selected to 20 plus 20 is 40 marks is that for ISE. Okay, in which okay, wherein section A is a mandatory section where you have to where only multiple choice questions are there. Okay, section B is generally deal with the subjective questions wherein internal choices will be available to you. Okay. Now, section A will consist of 6 MCQ based questions, preferably the conventional type. So, conventional type is what? In this MCQs, the question will be given to you. The question will be given to you, and 4 options will be given to you: A, B, C, D. Right. So, out of these 4 options, whatever is correct, you have to. That is what is a conventional pattern. Okay, and each will have a weightage of 1 mark, and the section is mandatory. Okay. And section B will be of 14 marks. This section consists of subjective based question from 2 units, whatever unit will be covered, or whatever units we cover, okay, as per the syllabus specified by the university, and the explicit weightage will be of 7 marks, encompassing questions of 4 and 3 marks supplemented with the internal choices. Okay, for example, section B, for example, it is unit number 1. Okay, so in unit number 1, there will be 2 questions. Okay, this question number 1, question number 2. Okay, so this question number 1 will be of 4 marks, and question number 2 will be of 3 marks. Okay, and in question number 1 there will be some internal choice that is given to you for same in question number 2. So like this, in every unit, in each of the unit, the internal choice will be available to you, and 7 marks for each questions. That is 4 marks and 3 marks. Okay, so this is the pattern for ISC that is being issued, that has actually been promulgated by a university, by a institute. Okay, so this is the pattern the institute follow. Remember, mark, just listen my words very carefully. This is the pattern the institute follows. Okay, the institute follows. The other teachers might also. Wait, wait for some time, please. I think so. Some network issues are there. Wait for some time, please. Okay. So anyways, the screen is visible to everyone now. Okay. So let's start now. Yeah. So listen very carefully. This is the pattern the student follows, not me. Okay. So what my pattern will follow. Okay. What see, I am making everything very explicit. Okay. So just make this thing very clear. Okay. Because anyone should not complain afterwards that sir has not said that what is the pattern for us. Okay, my pattern is totally different from whatever the pattern that institute follows. Okay, what I follow, that only you have to learn. That thing you should take the screenshot of this thing. Okay, so you can take the screenshot of this thing. Okay, so this thing I will follow. This is my pattern. Okay, this is the paper pattern of ISC 20 to 20 marks. So whether it is ISC 1, ISC 2, ISC 3, whatever sort of ISC is there, this pattern I will follow for for the for throughout the semester. Okay, so this thing you have to go to. Okay, because I have to update my students based on the prevailing conditions, prevailing conditions, the current conditions that has been that is over there. Okay, I cannot just engage my students in all those conventional type of questions. Okay, because now same pattern. Whatever institute follows, section will be of 6 marks. Section will, there will be no additional subtraction in the marks. Okay, so whatever 6 marks is there for MCQs. Okay, and 14 marks for the subjective questions. Okay, now listen. In six MCQ based questions, okay, two questions will be of conventional type. Conventional type means a question, whatever question will be given to you, four options, one will be correct. Okay, that is the conventional type. Okay, so two questions will be of conventional type. Two questions will be of multiple select questions. Now you have heard, I think so everybody have filled the application form for GATE. So GATE 2000 GATE 2021. Okay, so GATE from this year have started this type of pattern. That is the multiple select questions. Okay, so MSQ, that is a multiple select questions type. Okay, in this what will happen? Question will be given to you, and there will be four options or five options. Okay, not necessarily four or five, but not okay. There will be four options, most probably four options. Okay, A, B, C, D, and in which more than one option will be correct. Okay, so that is called as a multiple select type questions. Okay, in which questions will be given to you and options will be given to you A, B, C, D. Okay, and out of which more than one option will be correct. It can be two, it can be three, or it can be all of them. Okay, so more than four options are correct. And listen one thing, a student will be liable to get full marks in this case only and only if all the options are correct. Okay, means if partial options are correct, then it will be awarded as 0 marks. Okay, and remaining two questions will be logical based. Okay, something logical based. What I will be, for example, like this type of question. Consider the following statements. I will give in two statements to you. Okay, statement one, statement two. So which is true, which is false. Okay, something like that. Logical based questions will be also there. It is the remaining two questions. Okay, and in this way, the six MCQs will be divided: two questions, two questions, two questions. That is of 6 marks. Okay. Now next, section B, 14 marks. Okay, in this section, four subjective based questions from any two units will be asked. 7 marks, same pattern, 4 and 3 marks. Okay, but what will be my pattern? Okay, in unit one, so in each of these questions, okay, either 4 or 3 marks will incorporate. Okay, in any of the units. Okay, in any of these units, one question. Okay, so in any of the, whether it is unit one or unit two, okay, in any of the units, either 4 marks or 3 marks question will incorporate. Okay, wherein candidates need to boggle their minds. Okay, boggle their minds is what you have to think a lot, because now what will happen now. This ISC, whatever you will be giving. Okay, so this ISC will be what, this ISC will be from you will be giving your ISC from home. Okay, so there are maximum chances that students will be going through books, they will be searching, they will be browsing the internet, and then they will write. Okay, so there is a possibility. So what I will be do, I will put I will ask questions in such a way that the contents will be not available in the net or in the or any of the books. So you have to think, you have to search everything, and then you have to write. Okay, so that one question, either 4 or 3 marks, that will boggle your minds. Okay, so you have to think out, and then you have to think in retrospection, and then you have to write. Okay, so that is the thing you have to do. Okay, either 4 or 3. I'm not telling, I'm not just guaranteeing that whether it will be of 4 marks or 3 marks. It can be of 4 or it can be of 3 marks. Okay, in each of the units. For example, unit one, the 4 marks question, both of the internal choices will consist of questions such a way that will boggle your minds. Okay, in same in unit two also, either four. So around 7 to 8 marks question will be somewhat like you have to think and write. Okay, and remaining questions you can just go. Okay, so whatever I'm doing, that you have to just, so this is exactly my pattern. So this pattern, you can take the screenshot of this, and anyone should not complain that sir has not told anything about that, and what paper has exactly come. Okay, so you just take the screenshot and just take this screenshot of this and follow this. Okay, so this will be my pattern exactly. Okay, next, ESC paper pattern. So ESC paper pattern, you might all be familiar about it. Five sections are there. Five sections are there. Okay, five sections are there: unit 1, unit 2, unit 3, unit 4, unit 5. Okay, each section carries 12 marks. Each section carries 12 marks. Three questions are there. 6 marks. Three questions are there. 6 marks each, and you put them two questions and 12 marks. Okay, so if you just compare the level is very easy. Level is very easy. Level is very easy in each of the units. Okay, so you are given so many papers. You might, whatever you find. So whatever you study, whatever teachers give you notes. Okay, whatever from wherever you study. Okay, So I know the screen PPT is visible to everyone. Okay. So this 5 minutes in the level is very easy. So whatever things you read, wherever you read, okay, whether it is any of the subject, for example, you study GT subject or any of the subject, okay, whatever subject you study, okay. So whatever numericals has been taught to you class, whatever notes has been offered to you, whether it is from any of the Xerox centers, wherever you fetch the notes, okay. So questions are asked from that itself. So that's why I rate that the papers that are being that is being offered, the papers that is being just formulated by the university for any of the subjects, they're very easy. Okay, so level is very easy. I'm not guaranteeing that my paper only will come in the ESE. Okay, I'm not guaranteeing over that. Okay, but if I am the paper setter, what will be my pattern? Okay, don't think of that. Okay, what will be my pattern that I'm showing you? So this is my pattern. Okay, so whatever my pattern and the paper setter, so what I will be doing, I will keep the paper in such a way that maximum of the students can exactly whatever the minimum passing marks is there, so they can touch over there. So I will substantially or exponentially I will increase the level of the paper. Okay, starting from unit number one, the level will be very easy. Unit number one, three questions. Each of the questions, the level will be very easy. Unit number two, this will be easy to moderate. Unit number three will be moderate. Unit number four will be moderate to difficult, and unit number five will be very difficult. That will be some out of box thinking. Okay, so in this way, this is the way, this is my paper pattern exactly. If I am the paper setter, if I'm listen, mark, listen this statement very carefully. If means it's the condition. Okay, if I am the paper setter, then if I am not the paper setter, then it will follow the conventional pattern, whatever it is being followed. Okay, if I am the paper setter, I will be following this pattern. Okay. Okay, the objective of the course. Okay, so I will not go very detailed in this. Okay, so you can just read it. I have just pasted over this. Okay, so objective of the course is to make the students aware of the characteristics, composition, sampling, identification, management. Everything has been encompassed with syllabus over there. So you can just read it over there. Three objectives are there: to enable students to select appropriate treatment technique, disposal technique, economically feasible, and to enable students to plan a comprehensive solid waste management plan for the municipal corporations. So the any of the municipal corporations, we actually the Jalgaon Municipal Corporation, we lack a holistic solid waste management plan. We require a holistic solid waste management plan so that we can just augment our ranking in Swachh Sarvekshan Abhiyan, that is 60th in present, to around top 10 cities. You know that your neighboring district Dhule is ranked 9 in Swachh Sarvekshan Abhiyan. Though I doubt the data and the analysis that is being done by the Ministry of Urban Affairs. Okay, so whatever the analysis they have done, so exactly I doubt the analysis exactly, but we cannot do anything. If it is rank 9, it is rank 9. So we need a holistic and a comprehensive solid waste management plan. And for this and for that, that's why this course has been offered to you. You can be the manager, solid waste managers. You can pursue your career in solid waste management. There are many of the companies and many of the NGOs that have been dealt with this. They are dealing with this solid waste management. Go to this and develop the comprehensive and effective solid waste management framework. Course outcomes. I know. I hope everybody knew the meaning of the word that is outcome. Outcome is what is the consequence and what is the result to a particular whatever thing you read. Okay, for example, after reading this course or after going and after completing this course, so these are the course outcomes that everybody should be able to do that. Okay, first, for example, they should have knowledge of sources of solid waste and solid waste and these characteristics. Okay, so from where the solid waste is generated, from where and uh, so from there it is generated. Okay, and what are its characteristics? Okay, so that thing you will be able to understand. For example, what is garbage? So garbage is generated from where, so you can understand. Okay, biomedical waste is generated from where? Hospitals. So like this, so from which type of solid waste is generated from which premises? Okay, so that thing you will be able to understand. Okay, then next is design a sampling plan character solid waste management solid waste. Okay, so what you can do, you can design sampling plan. So how solid waste samples are collected, so that thing can be dealt with this after reading this course. Okay, design a transportation network for solid waste management. Okay, how the solid waste need to be transported. Okay, so that thing has to be. Wait for 1 second, please. Wait. Sorry, voice is not clear. So now it is clear. some technical glitches are there. I cannot do anything about that. I will just try to avoid technical glitches from tomorrow itself. Okay. I don't know what is happening over here. Okay, now prevention is visible. Okay. Work out the manpower requirements, economic aspects, and prevailing legislations. So everything has been incorporated in the syllabus and in the sequential way. Okay, in the sequential order. So every outcome is arranged in sequential order as per the units given syllabus. Okay, and fortunately, the syllabus has been studied by me. Okay, I have studied the syllabus, so I know that everything is in the sequential order. Okay, because in many of the syllabus we find they are not in sequential order. Whatever the course outcomes are there, and the syllabus, the contents given syllabus, they're not in the sequential order, right? Okay, so let's move forward. Okay, so this is unit number one. Okay, unit number one, number of lectures 9, marks are 12. Okay, so in this unit, the basic thing will be covered over there, and we'll be dealing with this thing. Okay, and we require 9 hours for this, but we will be finishing this within 7 days. We have only 7 days with us, and in 7 days we have to complete this whole unit. Okay, if I'm not able to complete the unit, I will be providing the presentation to you. You read it on your own. Okay, because I hope so that I have the capacity that I can just finish this unit. I can just finish this unit within 7 to 8 lectures. Okay, so this thing will be there. And one thing you have to remember that there are numericals also for this. In this part, there is numericals for characteristics. For example, density and everything. So there are some short numericals and some conceptual numericals of them. So that will be studying over here. Okay, and then this aspect, this thing is a little bit theoretical part. Okay, so theoretical part we will be studying over here. Okay, so what is the concept of solid waste management, waste management options? Everything will be studying over there. So this is the unit number one. Okay. Then next is sampling of solid waste. So sampling of solid waste, what are the factors, what are the data for sampling, how sample is to be collected. So everything will be dealing with this in this topic. Okay, this is the unit number two. This is the recycling, recovery, and solid waste management. How the recycling and recovery has to be done. What are the concept, everything, and that will be done. And this is very important. Listen, this thing is very important. Mini research project for solid waste management. Okay, so every student has to do this project. Okay, now what I'm planning, I will tell you. So there will be three ICs. So out of that, we'll select best of two ICs. Okay. So 20 marks for IC, 20 marks for two IC. So best of 20 marks three IC. Okay. So out of this three IC, best of two will be selected. Okay. And this best of two, 40 will get the marks. Okay. And this out of 40 marks will be converted into 30. Okay. And the remaining 10 marks I will allot to this. Very simple. Okay. So what I will do, I will give you the format how to do it. Okay. What I will do, you have to just visit the census data. You have to fetch the data of the population of a particular city, district, or taluka. Okay, you have to forecast the population. You have studied the method of forecasting the population, like arithmetic increase method, geometric increase method. Okay, you have to forecast the method, okay, population, and then forecast the quantity of solid waste. Okay, you have to get the data and you have to forecast it, and then you have to devise a solid waste management plan for a particular city. This is the mini research project you have to do, and this will carry 10 marks for that. Okay, so I will be doing this for this. Okay, and this is very important, and this will give a practical and practical significance for you. Okay, so this you have to study. Okay. Then unit number three, sorting of waste, material recovery, how the waste has to be sorted, what are the operations, what are the hazards, whatever the guidelines are there. So that thing will be dealt over here in this topic. Okay. The next is storage of solid waste. Storage of solid waste will be dealing with what storage of solid waste and how the waste has to be stored, what urban local bodies has to do. So everything storage of solid waste over here. Then collection of solid waste, how the solid waste is collected, what are the tools, what are the methods to collect software, and we'll also see about the automated waste collection technique with the aid of GIS software. Okay, how can we use GIS software to just collect the waste? How can we use that? Okay, so that will see. The next is waste storage, depots, transportation. How the transportation has to be done. That we will see. Street cleansing and how that has to be done. That we will see over here. How what are the treatment techniques like vermicomposting, composting, incineration, sanitary landfills, and other emerging techniques. This topic is also a little bit lengthy, but we'll see over here. Okay. Next is solid waste treatment and disposal technologies. Everybody, I did that. In hazardous waste, what are the hazardous waste? We will see the case study, and the most prominent case study over there is Love Canal. Love Canal is a case study of hazardous waste. I will just show you the video of that. Love Canal is a very was a very tragic incident that happened very long back. Okay, so that will study over there. Then characteristics or test of hazardous waste, generation of hazardous waste, transportation, everything legislation will study over this in hazardous. And treatment of hazardous waste, unit number 5, how the waste are treated. Okay, special waste of importance like e-waste, biomedical waste, construction emerging waste, slaughterhouse waste, etc. will deal with special waste of importance, and the legislation, the EIA aspects for the solid waste management. So this actually will be dealing. This is the 5 units that will be studying over there. Okay, and for the ISC one, there will be only 1 unit. Okay, so this thing will be studied in the whole syllabus. Okay. Okay, so let's have some general information about that. Okay, why waste management is required? If anyone can answer, if they can answer in the chat box that why solid waste management is required. Means why should we manage the waste? Okay, so if anybody can answer, they can answer in the chat box that why should we manage the waste? Okay, so why the waste has to be managed? Means you are studying solid waste management. Okay, Why we should manage waste? What are the reasons to manage the waste? Can anyone answer? For the proper disposal of waste. Okay. Anyone? Proper disposal of waste is a part. Disposal is a part of what we can do. Disposal is a part of waste management. Anything else? Okay. See, one presentation I will show you. Okay. Now, this is the left side. Okay. This is the left side, right? Left side shows very fresh fruits available. Okay. I mean, this is fresh apples. Maybe fresh apples. Who doesn't like to eat it? Fresh eggs. Who like to eat it? Everyone will just like to eat fresh foods. But if this piece of apple is exposed to air, this apple has been exposed to air, so it will get tarnished. Okay, the surface will get tarnished, and brown color layering will take over there. The brown color layering will take over there. And if you keep it unlimited time, then various types of rodents, various types of insects, various types of bats, or any of the birds, and they will just feed upon it, and they will degrade it, and it will create a nuisance. Nuisance in any form, nuisance in terms of health, anything. So just you imagine one thing, that a waste dump is near your house and it is emanating very foul smell. How will you? Whether you will be just means whether you still will be still ought to live in that environment? No, you will not live in that environment. Same with the egg also. Because it's egg very fresh. If it get rotten, then eggs will look like this. So whether you will eat this? No, it's a waste. But you have to decide why you should manage. Now we have to see that out of this apple, if this apple is rotten, how this waste can be reused, recycled, and everything. What can be recycled and what can be not recycled. That we have to see. Similar for the eggs. Okay, so this is the basic exactly example I have given, that what is exactly the waste and why it is required. So we require the waste in three aspects. Why we should manage the waste? So in three aspects we should do. First, we have to follow circular economy. This circular economy term, as you saw, most of you might have attended a lecture over there. Okay, so you might have just gone through that what is circular economy. Okay, circular economy versus linear economy. Okay, circular economy is exactly what we should follow. Okay, now circular economy is that what the resource available with us. Okay, we manufacture it, we consume it, and if we waste, if the waste is emanated, okay, then this thing is called as linear economy. Okay, resources used, manufacture it, consume it, and wastage it. That is called waste is generated and is dumped in the landfill. That is a linear economy. But if that same thing, whatever part can be recycled, if it is recycled, then it is called circular economy. And the businesses that are running over now, that are running presently, that depends on this circular economy. So we have to reuse it. Whatever, for example, bottles can be recycled and reused, and the businesses can take place. Okay. So similarly, it can be reused and everything, and that is what is the circular economy. Same picture depicts over here. This is the resources. Take it, make it, use it, waste it, or recycle it. So that is what is circular economy. So more prevalence has to be given to circular economy in comparison to the linear economy. So this is the first aspect that we need to see. Okay, that we need to recycle it. We need to move towards a sustainable future. Right. Next, health aspect. Health aspect two. Health aspect means what? For health aspect, we have to manage the waste. And if health aspect is that means nuisance due to any of the organisms or any of the viruses or any of the rodents, okay, so that should not be happen. Should not take place. Okay, so now we are in the pandemic since March 2020. That has been post by the sinister of COVID-19. Now, when actually this thing I should have included in the syllabus itself, but now exactly COVID-19 came in India in March 2020. So the syllabus was framed in January 2020. If it were taken after March, the syllabus was framed after March 2020, then I would have definitely included this COVID, how the COVID-19 waste has to be managed over there. Okay, so that is the health aspect that emphasis should be given to COVID, because COVID-19 has caused the belief among the people that this thing has to be managed properly. COVID-19 waste has to be managed properly, and COVID-19 has to be given the topmost priority, because waste has to. That's why the health aspect has to be given the topmost priority. Okay? Economic aspects become waste entrepreneurs. Hash become waste entrepreneurs. You can see the peoples over them. They are waste entrepreneurs. They are using the waste products to produce and recycling it, and they're using it for a good purpose. Okay, we have to become waste entrepreneurs. You can think of generating money from it. Same thing in this picture. You can see more the waste, better the taste. This is the first garbage cafe in India. It has come up in Ambikapur in Chhattisgarh. Okay, this is the first garbage cafe. Okay, then what? Based on the kilograms of waste that has been created with the rack pickers, okay, whatever is they collect, they will generate it over, they will just deposit it over here, and based on the kilogram of waste that they collect, they will get breakfast, lunch, and dinner over here. Okay, that is the garbage cafe over here. And after that, what these waste, the people who have formed the restaurant, what they will do, they will be using this in the roads for construction of roads. Okay, so this is a sustainable type of construction. That is the economic aspect that we have to do. Okay, this is the initiative by the government of India. Next, what is the solution? We are depressed under the pressure of waste. Okay, what is the solution for it? That we have to go hashtag waste free, hashtag go sustainable. That has been incorporated here in this book named as the Blue Economy. Blue Economy, you might be just certain about that. The Blue Economy related to waters. No, it's not related to waters. The Blue Economy, it is the actual book that has been authored by Gunter Pauli. Gunter Pauli, where it says 10 years. It was in 2004. Okay, 2004. From that, 10 years, 100 innovations, 100 million jobs. 10 years will require. In 10 years, 100 innovations will be formed and 100 million jobs will be created over there. Okay, and one thing Gunter Pauli also suggested. Actually, Gunter Pauli is a owner of Zeri, that is Zero Initiative, Zero Energy Research Initiative. It is a company that has been formed under the partnership of Japanese government, Japanese company. Okay, so they have formed one company, and in that, this 100 innovations can and 100 million jobs are being created now also. Okay, so this is the optimization. We should move towards the blue economy jobs. Okay, that is the blue economy jobs means what we have to do. For example, I will just show you one video of blue economy, then it will be explicit for you all to understand. What is actually the blue economy? I will just show you the video and you come to understand. References, what I have to do, these are the references specified in the university. Okay, Integrated Base Management by Shola. This is a very important, very good book. You can refer this book. My suggestion, you can just purchase this book, or you can just go to the library and issue this book. This is a very good book, and I have studied this syllabus especially from this book only. Okay, then you can refer this manual. Okay, this manual. Okay, this is the reference that you can refer. Okay, but references should be followed in sequentially. This is my way. That if you follow this way, it will be very for you. Okay, first of all, what you do, you have to follow the lecture daily. Okay, so for that, what you have to do, if student due to any internet glitches, if they are not able to attend the lecture, okay, they will get the recorded version of my lecture here in this YouTube. So you can go to this YouTube channel. I will upload the lecture of my YouTube of this lecture only, introductory lecture also in the YouTube channel itself. You can go to the YouTube channel, you can subscribe. You can just get the lectures recording, video lecture recording over there with the PDFs, with the PDF of this lecture. Okay, with the PDF of any of the lecture, whatever you do, you'll get the PDF of the lecture too. Okay, you have to refer the CPHU manual. Sorry, okay, you have to go to the CPHU website and you have to get this manual. You have to download it. You will get various parts, and this reference is preferably an epitome of a holy sacred book for you. Means it will be exactly a sacred book. For example, we the peoples over here are quite heterogeneous, right? There will be some Hindu, there might be Hindus, Christian, Muslim, everyone. Okay, so the holy sacred book means what? For Hindus it may be Bhagavad Gita, for Muslims it will be Quran, for Christians it will be Bible. Okay, so this CPH manual is a Bhagavad Gita, a Quran, and a Bible for your lives, because I have studied the syllabus from this manual itself. Okay, so this is a sacred book for you all. Okay, the next is the CPH manual on solid waste management 2016 and hazardous waste management 2016. I will just tell you that which topics you have to see. You don't have to download this. Whatever topics I will take it from here, I will just incorporate it in the presentation slides. Okay, and you have to use either of the two reference books. That is mandatory. Either you use Sholablock's book, okay, Engineering Principles, or you use Waste Management Practices by John Pistel. Okay, John Pistel, I am having the PDF of this. Okay, I will be separating this PDF to you all. Okay, in the group only I will separate the PDF of the John Pistel book. Okay, that is the Taylor and Francis book. Okay, so I will separate this book to you all. Okay, so this was about today's lecture. I will just show you one video of blue economy. Okay, I will show you. I'm having it over here. Okay, I will show you the video of blue economy. Which, okay, so blue economy. Okay, so you will be able to understand what is blue economy. Okay.
Economy explained. People ask us, why blue economy? Well, the sky is blue. Our planet seen from space is blue. And economy feels blue. We want to bring humans, nature, and economy back into balance. Doesn't the green economy already do that? A lot of what is called green today is very expensive. For example, organic food, fair trade clothing, or renewable energies. The cheap stuff is often really bad. Just think of plastic toys, transportation, renewable energy. Sometimes even green is bad when it has unintended consequences. Cosmetics and food use palm oil that destroys rainforests. Organic food is shipped or flown around between continents. Bioplastic is made from genetically modified plants. blue solution. You can grow mushrooms on organic waste, and what's left after harvesting is great for worms and as animal feed. The worms turn it into fertilizer for plants and can themselves be fed to fish, which in turn put it into the water, making more nutrients for plants. Animals such as pigs create manure, which can be used to make biogas. Biogas plants also produce excess heat, which can be used to dry the remains for fertilizer and heat water for housing, or more fish production. Of the plant's growth, the straw can be turned into natural housing insulation. The chain goes on and on. So from what seemed to waste, we can create food, energy, jobs, clean water, cheaper, healthy housing, and much more. There are so many opportunities. We believe blue business models should use local resources, be extremely efficient, and build on participation of all stakeholders, thus moving from scarcity to abundance. Our platform wants to let you see the possibilities and invites you to share your own ideas, spread the word, and apply principles in your own home, your business, your entire country. The more people participate, the healthier our planet gets, and our communities get stronger. Thousands of people are already involved, discovering and learning as they grow a bluer planet. Join us on a journey combining uncompromising sustainability with business sense towards a truly blue economy.
Okay, so this is the website of that Gunter Poly, Blue Economy. Okay, I definitely suggest you should purchase this book and read it like a novel. Okay, this is a very good book. You can just go through it. This is a video of Gunter Poly. Okay, as but it's been boring to you all. Okay, so we'll not just go through this now. Okay. Okay, so we will end this over here. From tomorrow itself, we will start with the next chapter. Okay, we'll start with the next. We'll start with the unit number one. The first topic will start with the basic topic. Will start from tomorrow. Okay, every lecture will have the attendance. Okay, so we'll have the attendance over there. Okay, so now what we'll do, we will have attendance. So for the do now. I will just upload the link of Google form. Okay, you have to just fill the form. 5 minutes I will give to you. Okay, 5 minutes. So within 5 minutes, if you're done, just write it down in the chat box. Okay, and within the 5 minutes, I will just close the link. Okay, so you can fill the attendance now. Okay, I'm just sharing the link. Wait for us. 1 minute. Wait. Sharing the attendance link one. Just fill the attendance. Wait. From tomorrow itself, I will just paste the link. I will keep the link ready and then paste it over here. Okay. I will just directly copy it on your WhatsApp group, but the link will open only as and when the lecture is over. Okay. From tomorrow, I will do the same. Wait. Here's a link. You can just go to it and just fill the form to fill your attendance. 5 minutes is there. Okay, then we can do it. If you want to shift my lecture to any other app, so what I can do, I can just go from Microsoft Teams then. Okay, because other apps are having limitations, right? The app like Zoom is having 40 minutes limitation, and Cisco WebEx also is having a limitation of around something 50 minutes. Okay, so we have to, if we have to switch to other app, okay, we require 1 hour for the lecture. So if you want to shift, okay, we need to, then what we will do, we have to go for then Microsoft Team. Okay, we have to go for Microsoft Team apart from Team. So if you are comfortable with the Microsoft Team, then from tomorrow we will conduct a lecture on Microsoft Teams. If it's okay. And don't forward this link to anyone else, because I have counted that 38 people, 30, not 39, now people are adding for attendance. If 39 people are there, then 39 attendance will be required. Okay. So just 5 minutes time. I'm giving to you all. Fill the attendance fast. Once you're done, just say, "Sir, I'm done." I hope so that uh, everybody is able to understand in English, right? Because it's preferable to just conduct my lecture in English because Hindi doesn't look good. Continue. Done. Mini is done. Other one fast. Let me see the responses. How many responses I've got till now? 22 responses probably, but remaining people just do it fast. 15 people are remaining. 37 people are there here. So once I just get 37 responses, I will close the lecture. Okay, I will just share it on the WhatsApp group. Don't worry about that. Okay, the link of my YouTube channel, right? I will share it on my WhatsApp group. Who is asking the question? Vijay Patil. Okay, Vijay, I will just share it on WhatsApp group. So don't worry about that. Okay, guys, English is comfortable to everyone. I mean, you are just able to get whatever I'm saying. Is it okay? I mean, I can continue in English, or someone wants that I should do my lecture in Hindi also, because I hope so that English is this much of English is quite understandable. I think, according to me, if is it okay? Okay. I mean, nobody's answering this. It's okay then. Okay, no issues. Okay, I think so. There are 10 people, 27 responses. Okay, 2 minutes are there. Within 2 minutes, do it fast. I will just close the link, because if I don't close the link, then this attendance link will be forwarded to many of the students, and then illicit marking of attendance will take place. Okay, so I don't want that thing to happen to me. Okay, and attendance in lecture is mandatory. If you want to attend the ISC one, it is very mandatory that you have to attend the lecture. If you are facing any technical glitches, so please inform me via WhatsApp or mails. Okay, you have my mail ID, you have my WhatsApp number. Please intimidate me that, sir, there is some problem on my internet from my end, so that I cannot attend the lecture. So please consider my attendance. So then I can consider. If you are not messaging me, if you are not doing anything, then I cannot consider that thing. Okay, directly coming for the examinations. Okay, then I will not allow such people to for the examination. Or if it is allowed, then I will not check his paper. That's it. Okay, because 20 1 minute is there. Please do it fast. Kazmali, you were there for the whole time. I think so. A few seconds are remaining. Just do it fast.